Good morning, everyone. I'm JP Thong. I'm now at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong in Malaysia. And today is our 8th day of our mindful morning meditation. All right, so I'm going to wait a few more seconds for everyone to tune in. If you have joined me yesterday when I spoke about intention and how you can use meditation to help focus on our intention, please do share with me your thoughts. And for those of you who have started your gratitude journal, which I spoke about 2 days ago, I would love to hear from you as well. Okay? Good morning, Vivian. Hi, Jinkoi. Good morning. Thank you for joining. We'll wait a few more seconds for everyone to tune in. All right? So remember to drop me some messages about how you feel, if you've meditated every day, and tell me about your progress. Right? I would really like to hear from you. Hi, King Hoi. Good morning. Today in Kechara Forest Retreat, it's really wonderful here. It's very foggy, and it's around mid-20s to low 20s Celsius. So it's very nice and cooling for a change because the last few days was pretty hot here. Yeah, so it's great. Okay. Hi, Pastor Limhani. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so again, for those of you who tuned in, if this is your first time of tuning in, what we will do is, before we start the 5-minute breathing meditation, the 5-minute single-pointed meditation, we will do a 9-round breathing meditation. All right? The 9-round breathing meditation is going to help us relax and ground ourselves immediately. All right? So you can do as many rounds as you like, but every set will just be 9 rounds. Okay? Hi, Natasha. Thank you again for tuning in. And I'd like to hear from you as well about your gratitude and your intention and how you've used meditation to focus on these two things. All right? Please share. Okay, so a few more seconds. Hi, morning, Tamubi. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Thank you so much. If you know of any of your friends or family members who will benefit tremendously from this meditation, please share with them. Yeah, it will help. It will help, especially with this this coronavirus lockdown. Everybody is just getting more and more stressed. Yeah, so this will actually help you calm your senses and calm your mind, so that you can actually find the peace during this lockdown period. Yeah. Okay. I think we're pretty much settled in. Now, again, if you're sitting on the floor, please get a cushion, something like this. All right. Sit at the edge of the cushion. You don't have to sit with a lotus position. You can do the half lotus where your leg is up like that. Okay? Or you just sit comfortably like this. Okay? And if you cannot sit on the floor, sit on a chair or a sofa. And that's just as good. But don't lean backwards. Sit near the edge. Okay? And prop up your backbone like that. Okay, sit up straight, relax your shoulders, roll your shoulders, tilt your head, relax and relax. Remember to breathe when you're doing this, don't hold your breath. All right? Hi, Sophia Lim, thank you for tuning in. Okay, and we shall start with our 9-round breathing meditation. Okay, so I'll just walk. Some of you just joined, so I will just walk through with you very briefly, because some of you I think tuned in and this is your first time. Yeah, so with the left palm like this, tuck in your thumb. Wrap your thumb very gently with your fingers. Put your fist under your right armpit. With your right hand, pointer finger, go over your your middle finger and press your left nostril, and you breathe in and out naturally through your nostril, through your right nostril naturally. Okay, and when you breathe in through your tummy. Breathe in through your tummy. Okay, so in and out, in and out, in and out 3 times. Then you change hands, thumb down, wrap it very gently. Put your right fist underneath your armpit. Okay, you don't have to press onto your fist, just very gently. Left hand. All right, same thing. Pointer finger over your middle finger like this. And just press down your right nostril and breathe in and out naturally. Okay, but breathe from your tummy. And after you're done, 2 palms down, breathe in and out from both your nostril, again very naturally. Do not force your breath in and out. Don't force it. Just breathe like you normally do, but this time breathe from here, from your tummy. Okay? Your entire abdomen, your chest and your tummy should be filled, and you can actually feel it expanding outwards, and that's how you breathe properly. If your tummy doesn't move, only your chest goes up, it means that you are not breathing properly. You're breathing from your chest. All right? So what do I mean by not properly? You're not getting in enough oxygen to energize your entire body. All right? And don't forget, your tongue should be curled upwards like this. Okay? This is your teeth. These are your teeth. Your tongue should be curled upwards like this. All right? And rest your tongue on your upper teeth. This is to keep your mouth from drying. All right? And when you breathe in, always visualize white healing light going in and filling your entire body. Okay? With this white healing light and all the oxygen that your body needs. And as you breathe out, you will breathe out dark smoke that represents all your stress, your anxiety, your feeling of suffocation from this lockdown, and all your worries. You breathe them all out. There's no space for all that in your system. All right, so we shall start. Good morning, Cassandra. Good evening, Yiling. Hope you're okay in New York. Hi, Sophia Lim. Thank you for joining. No, Sophia, it's every day. All right, every day, Monday to Sunday. Every day, 8:30 Malaysian time. All right? I am here to meditate with you so that it becomes a routine in our daily lives. All right? Vicky, hi. Cochlean, thank you very much for tuning again. Okay, so we're going to start with this 9-round breathing meditation. And here we go. Left hand up, thumb down. Wrap your thumb and you put it under your armpit, just like that. Right hand, okay, on your left nostril, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay, change hands. Right hand, thumb down, wrap your thumb, put your fist under your armpit very gently, left hand, pointer finger over your ring finger, and you hold down your right nostril. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay? Both palms down on your thighs. And we'll breathe in both your nostrils. Ready? Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay, and we're done with the 9-round breathing meditation. Hi Annette, good morning. Thank you very much for tuning in. Excuse me. Okay, so if you have not watched my other episodes from day 1, today is day 7, please watch back, because on day 1 I went through the basics of our posture, how we should be breathing, how we'll be sitting, and all that. So if you can, just catch up. And I also went through a few topics for us to start thinking about, because our attitude and how we perceive our life and situations and people in our life is very, very important. All right, so what happened here? Okay, so today I would, after the 5-minute single-pointed meditation that I'm going to do with all of you, I will be talking about, guess what? Insecurities. Insecurities. All right, so I will talk about that. So how was yesterday's intention? Did you guys like that? Leave me a message and then tell me about what you learned about having clear intentions in your life, and also even on a daily basis, what is your intention for the day? What is your intention for the day? All right, and every time when you deviate from your intention, again, use your single-pointed meditation technique to focus on the intention that you set out for the day. All right, just like how, remember, during our single-pointed meditation, every time a thought arises, an emotion arises, an itch, an ache, doesn't matter. Bring your attention back to the nostril, where you feel the sensation of the air going in and out. So with that same technique, you bring your focus, instead of to your nostril, you bring it to your intention. All right, and I guarantee you, if you do this consistently, you will be able to focus and bring your mind back to what really matters. Okay? Good morning, Lily. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Jacinta. All right, great. So we will start with our 5-minute single-pointed meditation right now. Okay, so sit comfortably. If you want to shift your legs, if you're feeling pins and needles, whatever it is, just adjust. All right, adjust yourself. Again, sit at the edge of your cushion. Find a balance. All right, rock forward and backwards to find your center. Okay, you want to find your center. And like I explained, every day, once you found your center, you won't feel a tension at your abdomen because you're leaning a bit too much to the back. And you won't feel tension at the lower back because you're not leaning so much to the front. Okay, so you got to find your center. Excuse me. And tilt your chin down a little bit so that the back of your head is straight down to your tailbone. Okay, the back of your head is straight to your tailbone. You want to have this posture and of course with your relaxed shoulders, so that when you breathe in all that fresh oxygen, your body, the oxygen can circulate a lot faster and a lot better. Okay, that's the reason. Good morning, Nancy. Thank you. I'm glad you are able to wake up. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Mr. Ong. Mr. Ong is my contractor in Kechara Forest Retreat. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. I hope Nancy, I hope Audrey is with you as well. It would be great for her. She's a teenager. It would be great for children to start meditating, and it will help them to learn to focus as well. Okay, so here we go. So your palms, you can either put it this way, okay, this way, up to you, with whatever you feel comfortable with, or this way. I prefer this way because it will open up my meridians, and it'll make it easier for the oxygen and all the healing white light to circulate along my body. All right, so find your center, chin tilt down a little bit, and before we start meditating, again, your tongue curl upwards, very gently lean it on your upper teeth. Okay, like this. And don't close your eyes, just in case you fall asleep. Don't close your eyes. If you feel that closing your eyes is better for you so that you can focus, by all means. But if you fall asleep, open your eyes a little bit and look downwards, 45-degree angle. Don't look upwards, because if anybody walks past, if there's any flicker of light, you will be distracted. So look down a little bit, 45-degree angle. All right, and again, breathe in, white, healing light. Fill your entire body and breathe out. If you have problems visualizing, just with the intention of knowing that every breath you take in is healing white light, and every breath you breathe out represents all the dark smoke and dark energy, and all your negative emotions come out from there. Just the intention is good enough. All right, so here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in all the white, healing light, filling your entire body from the top of your head to your toes. Breathe out all the dark smoke that represents your anxiety, your stress, your irritation, your boredom. Breathe it all out and breathe in again. And out. Fill your entire body with this healing white light. Every single cell of your body is tingling with this healing white light. And your entire body is glowing in this healing white light. focus on the sensation of the air going in and out of your nostril. Feel the sensation at the outer rim of your nostril. Bring your focus to that area. Every time your thought arises, bring it back to your nostril. Every itch, don't focus on that, bring it back to your nostril. Every ache of your body, watch it, but bring your focus back to your nostril. Even if you smell anything around you, watch it with your mind, but bring your attention back to your nostril. You hear sounds. You watch it with your mind, and you bring your attention back to your nostril. Do not analyze, do not label it. Just watch it and bring your attention back to your nostril. Bring your attention back to your nostril. Do not focus on your thoughts, your emotions, your itch, and your aches, even your smell. Bring your focus back to your nostrils. And 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Okay, so how did everyone feel today? Good morning, Shireen. Good morning, Grace. Good morning, Munting. Thank you very much for tuning in this morning. Hi Norman, Lei Ho. Good morning. All right, so how did everyone feel about today's 5-minute meditation? Please share your thoughts with me. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so has everyone been keying in your gratitude journal? Have you done that? Okay, I will share with you what I wrote. Where is it? Let me find it. Okay, what am I grateful about? Okay, so 2 days ago I said to write down 3 things that you're grateful about, and we do this every day. Okay, so I'm going to share with you on a daily basis, and it'd be great if you can share with me as well. All right, so now I'm grateful to be healthy. Number 2, I'm grateful that my family is safe at home and healthy as well, and I'm grateful that I have a place to stay. All right, so I'd like to hear from you. So just write it down and I read it out. Natasha says, slightly more difficult to bring back my focus towards the tail end. Oh, why is that? Anyone would like to share? Lai Hing, I'd like to hear from you. Norman, much better, thanks. Yeah, you're most welcome, Norman. You're most welcome. Okay, so nobody wants to share about your gratitude. Okay, if you listen to my talk on gratitude, if we train ourselves to focus on things that we are so blessed with on a daily basis, it will help us focus on the more positive things that we already have. Because sometimes when we're so blessed with so many things, we get so distracted and we're always, saying, oh, but I will be happier if I have this, if I have that, if I look younger, more beautiful, more handsome, more money. It's always, your happiness is always conditional. Okay, you will only be happy if this happens. Instead of operating on that mode, when we keep a gratitude journal, it actually trains us again to focus on the positive things that we're blessed in, that we're blessed with in right now. So when you keep doing that and you keep training yourself to focus on all the blessings that we have, and that's all you do, after a while you will feel a sense of happiness arising. Because why? Because you no longer look out. You no longer tell yourself that, that you will only be happy if this happens and if that happens. And you know what? Life is short. Why not just be happy right now? Why torture ourselves, to say, oh, you're not good enough. You will only be happier if this happens, if you acquire this, if you acquire that. Sorry. And if I look like this, and if I look like that, if I have this, this car, and so on and so forth. Don't even get there. That's a torture. Why are we doing that to ourselves? We have to stop, unlearn, and relearn again. And that's why single-pointed meditation is so important. It makes unlearning and relearning sustainable. All right? I mean, I've spoken to Lai Hing and a few of my friends on a few occasions as they do coaching, executive coaching, where they train people to look into themselves and see what's working and what's not working. But I was telling her that, first of all, you have to train the mind, control the mind, and train it so that you have that tenacity to unlearn and relearn and keep it going. Because if we don't train the mind, it will just pass. Whatever that we learn, we will just let it pass. Because don't forget, we are creatures of habit. We are creatures of habit. And a lot of times we never trained ourselves to control the mind and say, nope, come back, focus on this. Focus on what really matters. Focus on what really matters. And a lot of times we go, oh, it's so difficult. I'm only human. Nah, it's too tough for me. And we always choose the easy way out. Okay? There's no easy way. You want to run that marathon, you got to train. So if you want to run the marathon of having a fulfilling life, and you're at peace, and you're happy, you got to train, go to the gym for the mind. Okay, I promise you, if we do that, you will feel so much at peace and so much fulfilled, and every day you will be in constant peace and happiness. Okay, I guarantee you that. All right? Okay, let's see. Let's see what everyone is sharing here. Natasha says, yes, grateful for the warmth of friendship, old, new, and rekindled. Intention of kindness towards myself. I rarely am. Yes. And I'm used to beating myself up. Not funny, but true. Yes, I know, Natasha. Now, don't do that. Don't do that anymore. Control your mind. Control your mind. All right? Focus on the positive things, positive qualities of yourself. Focus on that. Okay? And learn to add on. So that's why having gratitude is so important. All right? And today we will talk about intention. Oh, sorry. That was yesterday. I spoke about intention yesterday. So focus on your intention, what it is that you want to do. And focus on that. Everything else will fall in place. Okay, Lai Hing, I found myself distracted by intention. Tell me more. What do you mean, Lai Hing? Yiman, good morning, JP and all. Have you heard of people with cherophobia? That is a type of phobia where a person has an irrational aversion to being happy. As a result of that, they will reject opportunities. Where is it? Gratitude because they are hesitant to acknowledge the good things in life they had due to the fear that they will lose it. I have not heard of that phobia before, but we can work on it using the single-pointed meditation. You see, when we allow our mind to be controlled by our thoughts, to be driven by our thoughts, to be driven by emotions, and we're stuck on it, and we're always so used to, focusing on, let's say, this phobia. Oh, every time good things happen to me, opportunities happen to me, then I will sabotage myself. Okay? I will sabotage myself because why? Because deep down, if you really go deep down, there's this feeling that, that you're not good enough, that you're not worth it. So subconsciously, you would sabotage yourself as a result. So, but when you do the single-pointed meditation, and when you're very good at controlling the mind, even that thought arises that, hey, let's sabotage myself, you will not entertain it. You will not entertain it. You will have that control, and you focus on your intention. And whatever that intention may be, focus on that. Okay? And you will watch that thought arise, and it will pass. Because you have trained your mind to not focus on that, but to focus on your intention for the day. That's why it's very, very important. Okay? I hope that helps. Tan Wu Bi, getting better. Thanks, JP. You're most welcome. I'm grateful to be able to learn this meditation from you. I'm very happy to hear that, and do join in. Okay, and I'm very honored that I can share this moment with you as well. Norman, I'm grateful to learn this from you. I'm grateful my family is healthy and safe. I'm grateful for all I have right now. That's great. That's great, Norman. Keep this up. Write it in a journal. I have an app that I downloaded to keep my journal. And once in a while, go back to it. You know, where especially during this lockdown, go back to it and read. Read about what it is that we're so blessed with. Okay, just 3 things that you're grateful about every day. Okay, and Lai Hing continues, it is interesting that intention is coming up in all aspects of my life. By focusing on intention, I'm now physically stronger and I have better posture, resulting in less aches and pains. Wow, I'm so glad. I'm so glad for you, Lai Hing. That's great. Gratitude. Okay, Lai Hing. Gratitude. Healthy enough. Okay. Roof over our head, and having loved ones in my life. Yes, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Hi, cousin. Good morning. Frank says, and Lai Hing says, Frank says it feels longer today. Oh, why is that? Tell me more. When you say intention, I'm thinking about my own journey. Lai Hing continues, I had to consciously bring my attention back to my nostril. Okay? Well, for this 5-minute meditation, like I said, it is not a contemplative meditation. So don't focus on, what is my intention for today? Don't do that. Okay? I'm helping you lift those weights right now. We're doing the reps. Okay? I'm helping you lift those weights. So focus on that first. Focus on that first. Okay? Once we get good at controlling the mind within the 5 minutes, and we graduate to 10, 15, 20, 25, then we will assess. And when everyone is ready, then we'll start doing contemplative meditation. And that's where we focus on, for example, our intention. Okay? Focus on being grateful to whatever it is that you're being grateful. We just zoom in one thing at a time and we analyze it from all aspects. You see, by that time, you will realize it is so much easier. It is so much easier to dissect every single aspect of your life. Because why? Your mind is so much stronger now and you have full control and you can just focus and you can just pinpoint. Okay, we will work on that. All right. Annette, thank you, Annette, for sharing. Grateful for everything I have and that determine on how I'm going to live my life. Thank you so much, Annette, for sharing that. Thank you. All right, so I will talk about. Oh, I'm in the spotlight now. The sun is shining directly on my face. Okay, so I'm going to lean forward because I'm getting a little bit of my astig is giving me problems because that's creating a glare in my eyes. All right, I'm going to lean forward a little bit to talk to you. So we are going to talk about insecurities. Insecurities. Hi, Sumei, ni hao. Sumei, I presume, is watching from Taiwan. Okay, insecurities. Now, insecurities and what that is all about. 对，今天的阳光真好。对了，舒美，你看这个阳光已经照着我的眼睛了，看不到。Okay, so insecurities. Where do insecurities arise from? You see, if we look at our insecurities, we can actually track back where it arises from. When we were kids, most of us, didn't live in fear. We just did whatever we want to do. There were no inhibitions. We were so carefree, and there was no sense of insecurity. We were always happy, and we were always very light, most of us. All right, so now, then things happen. Things happen. Maybe your parents say, hey, you're not good enough. You should be scoring A+, or you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're not good looking enough, you're not athletic enough, you're not tall enough, whatever. We keep hearing things bombarding towards us, always telling us that there's something about us that we are not good enough. Okay, so we grow up believing that we are inadequate in one way or the other. And we're always told, hey, it's good. Well, it's always to be good at the top of your class. You should always excel in what you do, You should look at so-and-so's son or daughter. You should be like them. You should be like this. You should be like that. And so on and so forth. So we have been conditioned for decades to always be better. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. But you see, the people who always says, hey, you can always be better, can always compliment that with, hey, you're trying your best, it's very good. It's very, very good. Okay? Don't compare yourself, just do your best, whatever that means. Do your best. You are good enough. You are beautiful enough, you are handsome enough, you're intelligent enough, you're capable enough, you're good enough. How many of us grew up in an environment where our parents or our teachers or whomever tell us, hey, you are good enough. You are good enough. Just try your best. And that's good enough. How many of us? Well, I never grew up in that environment. Never. Okay, so because of that, we grow up with a lot of insecurities. We always like to look out and compare. Oh wow, he's much taller. He's more good looking. He's wealthier. Wow, he has his big cars, big house. Wow, he's like a straight A student. Wow. I don't think I'm. And you feel so small. And so on and so forth. And you always feel, I'm not good enough. You see? And that is something that eats into us as we grow up. It eats into us. So, I'm not saying that we can get rid of it immediately, but you can work towards it. That is why the gratitude journal is so important. You have no idea how beneficial it is. When we train our mind to focus on what we're grateful about, on all the blessings that we have, we are retraining, we are unlearning what we have learned through the decades. All right? And just focus on the positive things in our lives. Focus on the positive things in our lives and feel and experience and embrace the blessings that we already have. We are definitely good enough. Definitely. Okay? If you feel otherwise, go 100%. If you know that you have not gone 100% with your efforts, and that's your result, it's good enough. It's good enough because you have gone 100%. Does it matter what other people think? It doesn't matter what other people think. See, because in Asian countries, I realize, because I grew up in the States when I was a teenager, and when I came back to Malaysia working here, I wasn't used to how Malaysians are so driven by looking good, always having, it's always about the face. They always have to have face. They always want to be right. You can't tell them to their face that they're not good enough. Anything negative, you're not supposed to tell because you're not giving them face. And that took me a long time to understand. It's like, if I don't speak my mind, then I'm just very superficial, and I don't want that. Then I learned much later from my teacher that it's not about you, JP. It's not about you. You have to use skillful means to communicate whatever it is that you want to communicate, so that the person will get you and may want to do something about it. Because when I'm so blunt and I don't take into consideration whether or not the person is ready to take my feedback. So it will backfire. So with all my good intentions, it will always backfire. So I have taken a step back and always watch my mouth every time I want to say something out of good intentions. I will watch it and I will try to say it in a different way, more tactful way. Okay? A lot of my friends know that I'm very, very tactless. Tactless. That's right. All right. So having said that, so the insecurity bit. All right. So again, when we feel insecurity, when we feel a need to compare, focus on your breath. Focus on your breath, or focus on the things that you are grateful about in your gratitude journal. Focus on that. Okay? It will keep coming up. It will keep coming up. Okay? If you feel that you haven't accomplished much, well, ask yourself, have you gone 100%? We have to be honest here. If you're always sitting at home not doing anything, and whatever that you do, it's always half-hearted, you've never really put in your 100%, and you feel inadequate, well, then you are fully responsible for your actions. I'm sorry. But if you've gone 100%, and you still want to compare, and you still think that you're not good enough, focus back on your gratitude journal. Focus on that. Okay? So for those of you who haven't really gone 100% in your life, focus on what aspects of your life you would like to go 100%. One thing at a time, 100%. Once you have achieved your 100%, once you have gone through, use 100% of your effort to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life, don't compare, okay? Not everyone is going to be like Bill Gates. And not everybody is going to be like a supermodel. No, doesn't matter as long as you've gone 100%, and that's what it really matters. All right? So I want to read out something that I was watching CNBC this morning when I was having breakfast before this meditation, and all of a sudden there was an ad about Anna Wintour's master class, and she ended the trailer saying, "Own your decisions, own who you are, but without apologies." Okay, I'll repeat. Own your decisions, own who you are, but without apologies. I thought, wow, that's brilliant. Own who you are. Own your decisions. Yes. Take responsibility of our decisions. If we want to work on our insecurities, we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to make decisions and own it. Own the decision. Never ever blame, because everything is in our control. Everything is in our control. It's just a matter of whether or not we choose to focus on that. It's so easy to blame, our failings onto others. It's so easy. All right? So if our decisions do not lead us to the results, to the intended results, it's okay. Own it and make better choices, but keep going and keep going and keep going. Okay? So when she says, own your decisions, I was like, wow, this lady is full of wisdom. No wonder she's so successful. Own who you are. Okay? Own who you are. Definitely own who you are. Why? Because you are unique. We are unique. There's nobody else out there like us. Celebrate it. Okay? Own who you are, but without apologies. Without apologies. Well, we don't have to be arrogant about it. We don't have to be, to be arrogant. So when she said that, it was like, oh wow. Be confident, but not self-righteous. Okay? So why do you own who you are, but without apologies? Because we take responsibility for every decision that we make in our lives. Every decision. All right? And I would like to invite you to always take a step back. Is my decision out of kindness and compassion? Is it always a win-win situation? Okay? Is it always a win-win situation? Ultimately, because sometimes, in the short term, the person may not perceive it as something kind that you're doing, but it's called tough love. Okay, the intention is maybe the person is not doing what they're supposed to do. Maybe your children are not cleaning up after themselves. So out of compassion, you got to show some tough love. It's still out of compassion. So that's why it is about the ultimate benefit that I'm referring to. Okay, so always leave the person better off because of you. So it's always a win-win situation. So whatever decisions that we make, always may I request of you to make it out of kindness and compassion. Even in the corporate world, there are many, many ways of earning a living. Win-win. Win-win. They win some, you win some. It doesn't have to be me winning all the way and you losing out. Because whatever. Okay? Choose that. Because I always do. Okay? And I can sleep with my conscience and I don't have to worry, I have taken advantage of someone at my own, and I benefited from that. And I don't think I want to live a life like that. Okay? So I would like to request of you to do the same. Then when you look back, you go, okay, I was a pretty decent person. Okay? So own who you are, but without apologies. All right? You don't have to apologize for being who you are if you're kind and compassionate and you're considerate. Okay? Without apologies mean not being self-righteous. Just own yourself and be okay with yourself. You don't have to apologize to anyone. You don't have to because you know you have done your best. You know it. And if people lash out at you, focus on yourself. Focus on the good qualities. Focus on the message. If whatever the person is lashing out about don't listen to the tone. Don't listen to how it's delivered. Listen to the message that this person is trying to deliver. If yes, it does make sense, but not the way it's being delivered, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe that's the level of the person delivering it. Not everyone is as skillful with the way they deliver their thoughts. So again, bring the attention back. Bring the focus back. Back to what? Back to what really matters to you. And that is why having intention, setting an intention every day in the beginning, before you start your day, is so important. It's so important. Okay? Because whatever happens during the day, you can pull that focus back to intention, and that helps tremendously. And it will help you to own who you are, but without apologies. All right? So I hope that helps. Okay, let's see. Iman, thanks JP for the guidance. Another question is intention. Is intention the same as motivation in the context that you explain? Okay, intention, motivation. Yes, it is. It is. All right. What's the motivation for the day? Same thing. Okay. Do I have any more questions? Are there any questions for me? Because it's almost time. Okay, so insecurities, when you have the time, you can listen to my talk again on insecurities, and if you like, you can think about where it all came from. But if you feel that it will open up a can of worms that you don't think you're ready to handle, then don't do that. Okay? Master, good morning, Pastor David. Thank you for joining. Master the control of your mind first. Okay? If you feel insecure about dissecting or going down and working on your insecurities, don't do that yet. Don't do that yet. Okay? Wait till you have a better control of the mind. All right? Then I will walk you through. Perhaps I can do much later a contemplative meditation where I will walk you through dissecting your insecurities. Okay, and whatever arises for you, you will have the control to look into it and dissect it and look at it with much clarity. And that's where the healing will arise. Okay? So thank you very much. I think if there are no more questions, then we shall end. Okay? So, hi Corrine, good morning. All right, thank you very much for watching, for tuning in. And we will continue tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. And if you have friends or family members whom you think will benefit from our group meditation that we do every morning, please share with them. And remember to click like on this page. And for those of you who would like to subscribe to the fan page, there is a like button. I said subscribe. It is subscribing, but just in case you are confused, you will see a like button on the fan page of Kechara Forest Retreat. Just click like, and sometimes a notification will come out to ask you whether or not you want to be notified if there are any programs that surface from our Kechara Forest Retreat fan page. All right, so if you want that, just click on it. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow morning and have a great day. Thank you so much.